Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your April 2023 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last half of April, and this reading is for our lovely fish, the water sign of Pisces. Welcome. I hope you're all doing well as we continue to ease into this spring. Thanks for taking the time to watch this or any of the videos on my YouTube channel. Your like, share, subscribes, every single bit helps, guys. Thank you so much. So Pisces, this is for you, last half of April 2023. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Pisces, if you're cross-watching for a Piscean, it's relevant too. It's a general reading. Of course, it'll resonate just a little differently for everyone. Watch any or all of your other signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus, for any additional perspective and insight that you can gather into your own personal situation. And if you find that something does resonate with you, it touches you, you want to reach out, maybe take a deeper look at something, or you resonate with the reading style, and you might be interested in a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else or information about that, feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. And I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer quite a wide variety of reading choices in all areas of life. And scheduling is done in a pretty timely fashion too. I can usually schedule you within 1 to 2 weeks, usually. So if you're interested, send me an email. You can click on the description link or the title of this video to also see that email address, maggie1maguire@gmail.com. All right, Pisces, let's see what the last half of April looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. We begin with faith, in other decks known as the Hierophant. Here it has more of a literal representation of faith, literally having faith in something. Faith is a belief that you're on the right path or that something's going to happen or not going to happen. You know, it's intuition. But because it is also the Hierophant card, it can be that institutional energy, like, you know, organized religions, government, schools, institutions, universities, hospitals. It really represents the convention, the norm, you know, the large body of people that's under one umbrella kind of going in the same direction, more or less, you know, faith. With the Ace of Coins, new beginnings. It might be a practical, concrete new beginning, like moving, relocating, a new job, a new project, could be new money. I mean, the Ace of Coins or Pentacles can also be, it can be new love. It's not one of the traditional new love cards, but it can be. So literally having faith in a new beginning here. But we'll clarify that. Next, we have the Magician, the entrepreneur, the manifester of the tarot. This is somebody who's worked really hard to get to this place. I kind of look at the Magician as similar to the Nine of Pentacles, even though the Magician is major arcana card. You know, that independent, self-sufficient energy. The Magician started off as just an apprentice, right? But he's learned a lot. He's been an apprentice for a long time, and he's learned and grown a lot. In other decks, not in this one so much, but in other decks it shows him. But you can see each of the symbol for each of the 4 tarot suits. You know, earth, air, fire, water. Pentacles or coins, wands, swords, cups, right? This means that he has learned how to make all of these elements work for himself, so that he knows how to take his knowledge, wisdom, experience, resources, and make what he wants to happen actually physically manifest. He knows it's not enough just to dream about it, just to have good thoughts about it. He's got to get out there and actually make it happen, right? It's a manifester, very independent sort of entrepreneurial energy. With the Two of Coins, a crossroads. How do I manifest something? It's interesting that the Ace of Coins and the Two of Coins are right next to each other. The Ace, of course, is the one, so it comes first. It's like some new beginning or new opportunity comes in, and so you're standing at the crossroads going, okay, what do I do with this now? Which direction do I go in to manifest more of its potential? Next, we have the Emperor. Could be an Aries or attached to the sign of Aries. An older person, a father or father figure, an older person. probably a masculine person, a head person, CEO, VIP, judge, or somebody who's just, this is about taking control. This is about having control, having the final say, being the captain of your own ship. The Five of Wands, little conflict, internal conflict, external conflict, could be arguing or petty drama. It's interesting. I feel like there's two different things going on here, but we'll clarify. All right, from what I tell you, that magician reminded me of the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Coins, Pentacles, same suit. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last half of April, Pisces, is the Nine of Coins. Independent, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment. Somebody who has worked long and hard to get to a place where they're now enjoying the fruits of those labors. They don't need to really depend on anybody else. They can take care of themselves just fine. It could be financial and material independence, but also this card has deeper, emotional and psychological layers too. The Nine of Coins doesn't necessarily mean that you're rich or that you have, a ton of money in the bank. It can represent financial and material stability and enough that you don't have to ask for help, right? You can take care of yourself. But it's also about a sense of empowerment, somebody who knows their value and somebody who knows what they're worth. They're not going to compromise or settle for anything else. And because they know their value, they're not coming from a place of desperation, right? So they're not going to compromise themselves in whatever they decide to do. All right, now let's clarify. Let's clarify that overall energy of the Nine of Coins. The Eight of Pentacles, or coins, which is work, nose to the grindstone, building up a solid, stable, long-lasting foundation for yourself. Living your life, maybe focusing on work, on your financial and material stability, security. Clarify faith. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Could be somebody you met at some place that has like those Hierophant faith connections. Work, school, hospital, church. Four of Cups, an offer being made. The Four of Wands, happy home, home stability and harmony, marriage, weddings, celebratory events around friends and family. You could be receiving an invitation to a party. It's an invitation here coming from this individual. But this could be anything from a social invitation all the way up to a marriage proposal. Let's clarify the Ace of Coins. The Emperor, the Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. There is two different things going on here. So that beautiful offer that's coming from the King of Pentacles or Coins is not this Emperor person. This is a different person. Because in clarifying this energy that this King of Pentacles, this King of Coins, is bringing with him this lovely, beautiful, great, fun, joyful offer, if not a serious proposal. And proposal, it could be a marriage proposal, like an emotional relationship, intimate relationship. It could be that kind of reading for some of you. This could be in the relationship area of your life. But it could be a proposal of a different kind that benefits your home and family, like business or work, job, that sort of thing. So with the Ace of Coins, we have the Emperor, the Ten of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this Emperor is a different individual. There's another situation going on with this Emperor individual. Because the Ten of Swords represents tens represent cycle endings, right? So this is surrendering to an ending which might be painful. Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs what goes on in our heads, our belief systems, ideas, ideologies, how we think, right? So the Ten of Swords can represent feeling betrayed, stabbed in the back, thrown under the bus, but it literally represents the sometimes challenging or painful place that we've all come to at least once or twice in our life where we go, where we have to get honest with ourselves and say, you know what, no matter how hard I try to make this be the thing that I want, it just isn't. And it's not going to be. And I need to accept that so that I can heal and move on. And that's what the Ten of Swords is about. With that Emperor card, because we have the Emperor twice here. And the Emperor came with that Five of Wands with conflict. So this is something different than this offer from the King of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune with these cards, it represents divine timing and orchestration. This isn't, it's not working out, but that's also divine timing and orchestration. That this isn't working out, that you can't, no matter how hard you try, make it be something, because there's something else meant for you. There is another beautiful offer here, whether Spirit wants you to take that or not. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is with it, so it may be that as well. For some of you, for whom this might resonate as a relationship reading, this looks like a person or relationship that you have a history with, but no matter how hard you tried, it just wouldn't become the other person. It just isn't what you wanted it to be, or it isn't what you thought in the beginning that it was going to be. And I think it's been going on for some time, and I think now is the time that you're having this realization that no, I need to move on. I need to accept that this is, no matter what I do, this isn't going to be the thing that I need it to be for me. And I need to accept that and move on. And that's divine timing and orchestration here. Let's keep clarifying. The Magician with that Two of Coins. And in the meantime, I mean, with that Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, well, here's the Nine of Pentacles again. It feels like for now, you're just kind of living your life right now. You're dealing with this. There's another offer on the table or coming in quite quickly. But in the meantime, you're kind of, some of you may just be focusing on your own stability, financial, material stability, but you're also really focused on not taking less, not accepting less than what you're worth here. Knight of Swords and the Lovers, conversations about relationship choices. The Lovers is a relationship at a crossroads, which is clarifying being at a crossroads anyway and what to do about a relationship. The Lovers, initially it was called the Choice card in the early tarots, and it was about relationship choices between two people. Doesn't mean it's a third-party situation. The decision might be in another area of life, but it will significantly affect a primary relationship, like, for example, work or job. But for others of you, this is a relationship reading, and it might be a third-party issue, whether it's, and third party doesn't mean somebody's cheating. It means it can simply mean that, I mean, it might, but it can simply mean that you have two different options here, because it's quite clear that you do. You have two different paths here, whether it's two different romantic options or two different work options. For work and career, I mean, you transfer the same energy. It's the same thing. You might have a boss that you just can't, no matter what you do or how well you do it, it just, like, you just can't make this guy happy, right? No matter what you've tried to do, you just can't make this job fit you like you wish you could. And there's something else on offer here. Let's clarify that Emperor, because there's all this conflict and like dead end energy with the Emperor. He's not, and the Emperor is not prone to changing. It's like he's one of those guys that, like, his way is the best way, his way or the highway kind of energy. I mean, he's not a bad person. He, like, rules a kingdom, but he can be very, like, he's not one to change his mind once he makes it up. The Devil. Toxic negative cycles, around and around and around and around we go. This is like either just a bad partner, unreliable, prone to fits of whatever, a boss that's just like maybe nice one day and totally psychotic the next. This is an unhealthy situation. The Five of Pentacles. This is a card of lack, of insufficiency, of not having enough. It's a beggar card. Financial and material insufficiency, robbing Peter to pay Paul, not having a job, not having enough money. On an emotional level, it represents feeling abandoned, shut out. I mean, it's the beggar card. It represents somebody who has to beg for everything they need and beg for everything they want. And this is this cycle, this toxic cycle around the Emperor, whether it's work, career, project, friend, lover, spouse. This is somebody that you have been caught in this cycle of, please help me, please, and you shouldn't have to, and you just shouldn't have to. Let's clarify the conflict in that Five of Wands. Six of Pentacles and Five of Wands, again, clarifying the Five of Wands. This has been a long-standing issue for some time. I mean, this about the balance of giving and receiving, being like catching only crumbs from the table. That's what it is. It's like the work equivalent or relationship equivalent of being given just enough to keep you from starving to death, but it's not enough to really keep you fed, and you have to beg for all of it, right? The Six of Pentacles, I mean, this is the conflict. Now, the Six of Pentacles is gift giving and gift receiving, right? Can be very positive. It can represent being given a gift or receiving a gift. But when it's clarifying something that's challenging or negative, it points to the negativity or the challenge being in the balance of giving and receiving. Because it often is shown on different cards as somebody who has a lot to give, but they're just handing out a little here and there, just enough, And here this person is standing up and the other people are on their knees. And it's surrounded by all this conflict, right? So it's, this is like, this is having to ask for everything, having to feel like you have to beg for everything, and that's just not right. And again, it feels like it's a long-standing issue. And I think you're coming to the realization that no matter how hard you try, this is just not going to be what you wanted it initially to be. There's something else on offer here, quite beautiful. All right, I'm going to leave it there and just wrap up with maybe a few guidance, advice, feedback cards from Spirit. Queen of Cups, that's you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Might be another water sign for some of you. Oh, Knight of Cups, the Knight of Love, the Knight of Emotion. He has no problem expressing his feelings and offering everything. Either take the offer or make the offer. The Fool and the Ten of Cups. This is an offer for this is like an offer for everything. I believe it's coming from this King of Pentacles. What is this King of Pentacles offering? This right here, this is marriage. This is home, family, marriage, stability, long lasting. It's set. It's on offer here. A brand new beginning, stepping out of your comfort zone, taking a risk. That's what we're getting here. And I think this person thinks you're the bee's knees, whoever this King of Pentacles, King of Coins is. I think whether it's male or female, this person, like you, represent everything they want. This offer is like set. It's solid. It's absolutely beautiful. Maybe you might feel like you have to do some kind of a bit of healing, depending on how this other situation works out. If it's work and career, probably not so much. You can just transition from one job to the other. But relationship, you might need to take a little bit of healing space in between relationships. You got to be careful about dragging a bunch of stuff with you, right? But overall, a pretty good reading, Pisces. Quite good, actually. All right. Pisces, those are your messages for the last half of April. I hope you enjoyed them, found them useful, helpful, gave you something to think about. Again, if this resonates, you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, information about that for yourself or the gift for someone else, feel free. Email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking on the description link below, or just click on the title to this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the May general readings. Stay well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.